What is up, everybody? Welcome to the groundbreaking first episode of the Groundbreakers Union. My name is Kyle Turner. I am the host, and I am hoping to be your friend. Not really. I mean, we're going to be friends. You're going to get to know me, and I'm going to get to know you guys. And that's going to be the beautiful thing about this show. Some of you guys may have followed me over here from a previous show I was a part of, the Veteran Chat Project with an Army buddy of mine that is currently on a hiatus. It's not going anywhere. It may eventually just make its way onto this show as a segment. But that being said, we adapt, we come, and we adapt, we overcome, and we move forward. So that is what I'm doing. I decided to start a little side project. And this is it, me personally, why I wanted to do something like this. I think it's great. Connecting passion to purpose. I really enjoyed something about some of the last show we did when we would have some of the veteran entrepreneurs on. And when people would tell us kind of like how their story began, or, how it was something that they really loved to do. And then it turned into something that, provides for their family, stuff like that. So, I mean, I truly get inspired by talking to people like that about their stuff. And I hope to God that we can connect to as many people as possible, so we can, spread your word, spread my word, spread our word, and honestly just grow this thing together and just be great. Yeah. So like my goal here is I want to interview dream chasers. That's the tagline here. We interview dream chasers. Um, Dream chasers, groundbreakers. What is that to me? That is somebody who, you know, ain't afraid to go through the door first, and take those hits and really kind of, go through the struggle and come out on top, whether that be in your personal careers, your entrepreneurial careers, are you a musician, artist, athlete, tattoo artist, chef? I mean, all these things are driven by passion, man. I mean, my personal background is a little bit of culinary. I was in the Army for 4 years. That allowed me to go to culinary school where I met some amazing people, some who I have spoken to about already being on the show. And we're going to have some fucking fun with those. We got some truly great perspectives lined up to share with you guys. Um, I mean, that's what makes the world go around. I think truly, if people were to be more open to other perspectives, I think as a whole, we could be a lot better off. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be so divided all the time. So I mean, like personally, it doesn't matter to me what your race, your religion, your background, none of that shit. Like I want to know who you are. I want to know what your purpose is. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know what gets you out of your bed every day, grinding for what you fucking believe in. Because I'm the same way, and I want to make sure that I know I'm not crazy. I know you guys sit up there at night, just dreaming about how you can make shit better. I'm here to tell you, I do that shit too. This thing here, it took me quite a bit to get off the ground. Took a lot of balls actually for me to sit here and do this by myself, because initially when I started doing podcasting, I told myself I wouldn't do it unless it was with a partner. And then now I'm just kind of comfortable doing it. I got all the stuff set up, and I just really just, I enjoy the conversations that it's led me to. So I'm going to keep it going with that. A couple little notes I got here. Yeah. So basically, like, you never know who you're sitting next to, right? So that's something. I think the first time I really heard that was actually in my first day of culinary school. It's like, sit down and talk to people next to you, and really kind of get to know the people around you. You never know who you're sitting next to. I think can't remember if it was somebody I was talking to just recently. It was my barber. He said a friend of his moved here from Africa and was working for a hospital as like a janitor, or no, he was looking for work, or he was a bus driver for this hospital, and the job was coming to an end, or like something like that, and the guy just stayed positive to the end. And I guess in passing, having a conversation with another gentleman there at the hospital, or I think it was a hospital or a whatever. I won't say hospital just because I'm not 100%. But basically, just having a conversation about, what this guy's going to do next. And he stayed positive, and come to find out that the guy he was talking to was the administrator of the hospital, offered him a job as a janitor, full benefits, everything like that. So, I mean, just by being who he was, and having a conversation with somebody, an honest conversation with someone who was just passing by and genuinely curious, and just turned into be the guy that could really change his life. That kind of shit just really, it really pumps me up to hear. And I think that a lot of other people want to hear those stories as well. So that's why I sat down, and listened to my inner voice that just told me, man, let's run this thing. Created a logo. As you all know, as entrepreneurs, that's where it starts, man. You got to have a name, got to have a logo, and then everything else kind of builds itself from there, right? I wanted the passion, dude. The passion to purpose is huge. It's something we talked about on my last show, Veteran Chat Project. When people connect their passion to purpose, man, it's fucking beautiful. And just even like to one-on-one hear these stories from people was amazing. And I hope that the listeners there were able to take something away from that. And my other hope is that I can keep that thing rolling, man. I love it. I want to keep this thing going. I want to keep talking to people. I want to keep spreading a message of positivity, because it helps me jump over some hurdles that I have mentally myself, which I'll just go ahead and pop into real quick now. Who I am as a person. I'm a very passionate individual. What that means is I kind of have a high expectation of people, because I have a high expectation of myself, and I hold myself to the same standards that I hold other people to, and vice versa. And I can be pretty tough on myself, and admittedly can be pretty tough on other people. So maybe something like this on my own may be better as an exercise in humility or something like that. But basically, like I said, I follow my gut, at least just, and it led me to starting another podcast. And I actually do have quite a few interesting guests lined up. I got some breweries. I got a disc golf company. I got, there's some interesting guests lined up. So you guys, it's going to be something special. I really want everybody to know that they are welcome to come on this show at any time, and talk about whatever they want to talk about. I mean, I want you to be able to use me as a stepping stone to get your voice out there. Do you want to start a podcast? Never knew how to, didn't have an audience to tell your story to, or know how to start? Hit me up. Let's chat. And I can get you on the show here, and we can introduce your podcast, man, and we could partner up, and we can get that thing going. That's another thing. I want to talk to as many podcasters. I don't care which podcast about. We could do, just, it's not easy. It's not easy. And the fact that it's very competitive, but at the same time, I've noticed that the community is very helpful. So it's been great, and that's kind of why I don't want to stop doing it. But back to me, that passion, it is my superpower, and it is also my kryptonite. My fire burns hot. So I mean, like I said, I can come down. I can't come off as aggressive or kind of an asshole. And sometimes I am. Admittedly, sure. But I'm always that kind of guy that can be like, I could be, I could be your asshole. Not like your physical asshole, but like your asshole. I could be your guy, man. Everyone needs an advocate. Everyone needs someone to stand up for them. And not just like, well, we're gonna fight, but like just to stand up for them. Say, hey, man, like that's not right, or just I'm always going to speak my mind, and that's one thing that's gotten me where I am, and it's also gotten me into some situations that may or may not have been favorable. But I do believe that everything happens for a reason. I personally wouldn't be able to be in the situation that I'm in had I not just kind of been able to adapt and overcome throughout my life as situations kind of come up. So that's it's a gift and a curse to be um, someone who truly cares, to their soul about everything. And that's I think one thing that if you will ever understand about me is passion drives me 100%. I love my family. I'm a father. I have a wife. We live in North Dakota, as you can see the Drecker Brewing, in case you're wondering there. I'm hoping to get some sponsorship going with them soon. They're a beer company here. They have a spot in Fargo. It is some amazing beer. But anyways, that's for a later action. That's only there because I bought it for myself for my birthday. I just thought you should know that. I ADD'd there for a second, so I saw it, and now we're talking about it. But we're going back. So, I mean, I spend a lot of my time, I feel like dealing from a place of anger or from a place of like, like, fuck you, watch me do this shit just because I can. And not to say that that hasn't served me well, but I do, it doesn't help the idea that I'm trying not to come off as an asshole. Like, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm just trying to inform people that, I care a lot and I'm here and I will always have people's backs who I feel like have mine. So I'm going to match that energy as well. So I want this thing to not only help me mentally, but I mean, I'm going to grow, hopefully, grow my business knowledge as a human being, as a podcaster, as a business owner. I own a small lawn care business here in Fargo. Here in Kindred, called Black Sheep Groundskeeping, which is the first sponsor of this show, actually, because yeah, it's completely funded by all the grass I cut right now. So thank you to Black Sheep Groundskeeping for existing, so I can keep talking to people. I just winked at myself. It was pretty weird. I'm not going to edit it out. So check it out. This next chapter of my life and of this podcast, I believe, I'm really planning and hoping to come from a place of service, of a place of real, true service to other human beings. And just doing that has just been so amazing. It's an irreplaceable feeling to know that you've helped someone, or to feel like you've helped someone either get over like a hurdle, or just gain the confidence to kind of do their own thing. Kind of like as we let our own light shine kind of deal. For those of you not familiar, I like that speech from Coach Carter, when he's talking about, our deepest fears, not that we are inadequate, our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. And I mean, that's something to me that it resonates with me. I mean, even every time I see it in the movie, I watch that shit because, man, that's like it's some of the most honest fucking TV you'll probably see in a long time, man. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others to do the same. And that there's more to it than that, but I think that is going to be the basis and the absolute heart and soul of this show, man. Is it's kind of just letting your love light shine and hoping that people see it and they want to not only listen to me, but get a glimpse into my world as to what I enjoy. I mean, I'm hoping to talk to, I've already gone the list, veterans. I want to talk to veteran entrepreneurs. I'm gonna have a whole series on that. I want to talk to, business owners, athletes, influencers, shit, man, you name it. If you want to talk to me, I want to talk to you. And that's the basis of it, man. Like I want this to be a place of talk, of somewhere we can have conversations. We can have the hard conversations if we want, because we're able to sit here and do that. And I hope that we do, because I think the more people that are willing to sit down and have the hard conversations and show the world what it looks like to sit down and have those conversations, as opposed to just saying fuck it. It could change a lot of people. It could help a lot of people. And I truly believe that. And that's what I want um, out of this show. And I know I've gotten a little sidetracked, and this isn't necessarily what the show is going to be about. But this first episode, I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of who I was. So, and hoping that, again, you will want to keep listening to me as I literally spend a big chunk of my day trying to find the coolest fucking people out there to talk to, man. Like I said, like if you got something going that you think is groundbreaking, if you just feel like you have an interesting story to tell, of you chasing your dream, or you doing something that was just fucking awesome. I mean, even whatever it is, man, I want to hear it. And like I said, I don't care. I don't care what your race, religion, your background, none of that shit is, man. I don't care. I mean, I care about you, but I don't care about none of that shit. Not here. That's not the place for it, right? I just want this to be a place of love. I want everyone to come here and fucking, like my boy Jackie Moon said, everybody love everybody, right? I got a ring too. It says love, right? So that's that, man. Like, I want this thing to be amazing, right? So that's what the show is going to be about, man. A little bit of what I learned, right, from doing the last podcast. We were a little inconsistent to begin. That's because we were learning how to do it. This time, I do have a lot more of the links and everything in place to make it look and seem as legitimate as it is. So with that being said, in the show notes, I'm going to be adding links and everything to the pages for the upcoming guests, or I'm sorry, for the guests that were of the show. So this one, I'll have the link tree to the Groundbreakers Union, all the places you could find us. You'll be able to find the website will be up as soon as I post this episode, so that it has something to go to. That's going to be www.groundbreakersunion.com. If you want to be on this show, you can message me, myself personally, Kyle Turner, on Facebook, as I'll probably be doing most of the reaching out and contacting you from my personal messaging, because I don't want it to seem like, just a podcast is reaching out. Like, I'm me. I'm a human being. I'm not some super influencer. I'm not some. I don't have an assistant. I don't have a production team. It is me, myself, and we're here. All three of us. So I want to keep it going. Said it a lot, but yeah, man. That's pretty much it. You can reach out to me again, Kyle Turner, Facebook, Groundbreakers Union on Facebook, Groundbreakers_Union on TikTok, Instagram. I mean, we're gonna post these episodes. Will be live. I'm mainly posting through Spotify, so we can push that platform for the video content, as well as hopefully doing Patreon and all that stuff, so you can get bonus content, like the before and the after recordings and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to have as much, if not more, fun than I did the last time go around. So thank you guys so much for listening to this first episode. You'll never understand how much it means to me that I was able to borrow this much of your undivided attention as a complete stranger, and the hopes to borrow more of it in the future. So thank you guys again so much. I love you. I know we just met, but I love you so much. I appreciate, again, you listening, and shares, follow, like. Let's get this thing going, man. Let's launch this thing right, and let's change some fucking lives. You guys have a good night, day, or whatever, and you'll be hearing from me again real soon.